Diana Rigg will always be remembered as one of the most iconic and fearless actresses of her time. From her commanding performances on stage and screen to her unforgettable presence in classic television and cinema, she represented a rare blend of intelligence, beauty, and confidence. Long before bold fashion choices became common, Diana Rigg was already redefining what it meant to be glamorous and daring. During an era when actresses were expected to fit into strict molds, Diana Rigg stood apart. Her photos from different stages of her career reflect a woman who was never afraid of her own presence. In her more daring photo moments, including minimal and revealing fashion styles, she carried herself with grace rather than shock value. Nothing ever felt cheap or forced, it felt intentional. What made Diana Rigg's bold photos so powerful was not how much they revealed, but how confidently she wore them. Even in outfits that left little to the imagination, she maintained an air of sophistication. Her posture, expression, and natural poise turned what could have been controversial into something timeless and artistic. Unlike modern celebrity culture, where bold images are often created for instant attention, Diana's photos belonged to a different mindset. They reflected self-assurance and artistic expression. She did not rely on exaggeration or drama. Instead, she trusted her presence, her face, and her commanding aura. Fans and critics alike admired how Diana Rigg balanced elegance with boldness. Her images never overshadowed her talent, they complemented it. She was already respected as a serious actress, and her daring fashion moments only reinforced her strength as a woman comfortable in her own skin. Another reason these photos continue to spark interest is their rarity. Diana Rigg was selective about how she presented herself. When she chose to embrace a bold look, it felt meaningful rather than excessive. This restraint is part of what makes her images feel powerful even decades later. Her beauty was never loud. It was controlled, confident, and intelligent. Whether in high-fashion photography or more intimate portrait sessions, Diana's expressions carried depth. She didn't pose to impress, she posed to express. Many modern fans discovering these photos today are surprised by how contemporary they feel. Diana Rigg's confidence aligns perfectly with today's conversations about female empowerment and body confidence. She proved that a woman could be bold without losing dignity and sensual without sacrificing respect. It's also important to recognize the cultural impact of her choices. At a time when women in entertainment faced heavy judgment, Diana Rigg quietly pushed boundaries. She didn't make speeches. She let her work and her presence speak for her. That subtle rebellion is what makes her legacy so enduring. Even now, her images continue to circulate, not because they are shocking, but because they are iconic. They capture a woman who understood her power and wasn't afraid to stand in it. Diana Rigg didn't chase trends, she created moments. In the end, Diana Rigg's bold photo moments leave a lasting impression, not because they reveal more, but because they represent confidence, control, and timeless elegance. She showed the world that true allure comes from self-belief and strength, not excess. Diana Rigg didn't need to prove anything. She simply existed, and that was more than enough.